You're about to discover something almost no one dares to talk about openly. Something that could completely change your love life in the next 30 days. Pay attention, because this is about those women who carry stories on their skin, soul maps, drawn with permanent ink. Do you know what your biggest problem is right now? You're letting foolish prejudices stop you from connecting with extraordinary women. Women who have depth, personality, and a self-confidence most men can't even grasp. You are literally throwing away golden opportunities because someone once told you that a tattooed woman is trouble. Wake up, man. While you're over there, judging by appearances, other guys are building incredible relationships with these women. Relationships based on authentic connection, not on cheap stereotypes your uncle at the barbecue invented. Do you think tattoos define character? Studies show the exact opposite of what you think. Behavioral science has already mapped this out, and I'm going to show you now what few men know about this reality. Information that only someone who has spent over a decade studying relationship dynamics can filter for you. Look, I'm going to be direct with you. I've guided thousands of men on this journey. I've seen guys lose incredible women due to pure prejudice. I've seen others discover the love of their life when they stopped judging and started understanding. The difference between failure and success? Knowledge. And that's what you're about to get. So hold on, because I'm going to give you the 7 revealing signs about relationships with tattooed women that will change your perspective forever. Number 1, the truth about emotional independence. Women with tattoos have generally developed above-average emotional independence. They've made permanent decisions about their own bodies. They've faced judgment. They've dealt with stares. This creates a mental fortress that you need to understand. Do you know what that means for you? She won't be begging for your attention. She won't play cheap emotional games. When a tattooed woman chooses to be with you, it's because she truly wants to, not because she needs to. Does that scare you or excite you? Think about it. A guy I know spent years running from tattooed women. He thought they were too rebellious, until he met a graphic designer with a mandala on her shoulder. She had a self-assurance he'd never seen. She didn't need his validation. That challenged him to grow as a man. True independence. Can you feel the difference? Number 2, the natural filter against insecure men. Pay attention to this one because it's ultra rare for anyone to talk about it. Tattooed women act like a radar for male insecurity. They automatically push away emotionally weak men. If you have a problem with her tattoo, the problem is you. Studies show that secure men are more attracted to women who express individuality. Insecure men? They run away. They're afraid. They think they won't be able to handle it. Which one are you? Remember that time you saw a beautiful woman with tattoos and thought twice before approaching her? It wasn't the tattoo that stopped you. It was your own insecurity screaming. The ink on her skin just revealed what was already inside you, an involuntary test of male confidence. Every tattooed woman is that. Without even realizing it, she's filtering out who has the emotional structure to handle a strong-willed woman. Automatic filter. Does that make sense to you? Number 3, the connection to intense experiences. Here's something almost no one realizes. Getting a tattoo involves pain, decision, and commitment. Women who voluntarily go through this have a different relationship with intensity. They don't shy away from deep experiences. Do you know what that means in a relationship? She won't be afraid of difficult conversations. She won't run when things get intense. While other women avoid confrontation, she faces it. This can be challenging if you're not prepared. Think about the last time you had a truly deep conversation with someone. One of those that shakes your core. Now imagine having that regularly. That's what you find with women who embrace intensity. I had a client, a 35-year-old executive. He always dated conventional women. When he started going out with a tattooed yoga instructor, he was shocked. The conversations were different, more real, more raw, more true, pure intensity. Can you handle that? Number 4, the myth of promiscuity debunked. I'm going to destroy the most ridiculous stereotype of all right now. This idea that tattooed women are promiscuous. Behavioral studies have found no correlation between tattoos and irresponsible sexual behavior. Want to know the truth? Tattooed women tend to be more selective. They already face enough judgment. They're not going to get involved with just anyone. If she chose you, man, you passed a rigorous filter. While you're over there repeating cliches from the last century, You're missing the chance to understand that artistic expression has nothing to do with sexual morality. Zero. Nothing. Absolutely no connection. A friend of mine believed this myth. He avoided tattooed women, thinking they were easy. When he finally went out with one, he discovered she was more conservative than his ex, who had no tattoos. The difference? She was authentic about her values. High selectivity. Can you see through the myth now? Number 5. The silent language of personal stories. Every tattoo tells a story, but few men apply this in practice. You have a visual biography there, a map of experiences. Ignoring this is wasting a golden opportunity for connection. How do you use this to your advantage? Ask about her tattoos, but not in that superficial way. Ask about the moment in her life, the meaning, the decision. You'll discover layers that would take months to reveal in normal conversations. Imagine having direct access to the most significant moments of her life, the triumphs, the losses, the achievements, all there, waiting for you to have the emotional intelligence to ask the right way. I met a guy who transformed a mediocre first date into a deep connection. How? He asked about the phoenix on her arm. He discovered a story of overcoming that changed the whole dynamic. In 2 hours, they had an intimacy that would normally take months. Visual biographies. Can you read these stories? Number 6. The test of male maturity. This is a secret few apply. Dating a tattooed woman is a constant test of your maturity. You'll face stares, comments, judgments. Your family might question it. Your friends might tease you. So, can you handle it? If you can't defend the woman you've chosen, you don't deserve to be with her. It's that simple. She needs a man, not a kid who cares about other people's opinions. Studies show that men who can maintain relationships with women considered unconventional develop greater self-confidence and assertiveness. It's an involuntary training in masculinity. I've seen this happen dozens of times. Insecure guys who transformed into confident men. Why? Because they had to choose between other people's opinions and the woman they loved. Those who chose the woman grew. Those who chose the opinion lost. Character test. Do you pass this test? Number 7. The competitive advantage you haven't realized. Now, I'm going to give you the most valuable insight of all. While most men run from tattooed women due to prejudice, you have less competition, fewer men competing, more opportunities for you. Think with me, a beautiful, intelligent, independent woman with some tattoos. How many guys pass her up due to pure prejudice? Many. And that puts you at an advantage if you know how to seize it. It's not about fetishizing tattoos. It's about understanding that while others limit their options out of ignorance, you expand your possibilities. Simple math. Fewer competitors, more chances. A client of mine discovered this in practice. He started approaching tattooed women on dating apps. His match rate went up. Why? Because they received fewer quality approaches. He stood out just by not being prejudiced. Strategic advantage. Does that math make sense? Now let me anticipate your biggest objection. You must be thinking that not every tattooed woman is like this, that there are exceptions, that you know different cases, and you're right. But do you know what the truth is? Generalizing about tattooed women is as idiotic as generalizing about any group. The point isn't that every tattooed woman is perfect. The point is that you're missing opportunities because of prejudices that make no sense. You're limiting your options based on myths. You're sabotaging your own love life. Look, the reality is this. Studies reveal that the presence of tattoos does not determine character, values, or compatibility. What determines it is your ability to see beyond the surface. Your emotional maturity. Your confidence as a man. You can keep repeating stereotypes from the last century. Or you can evolve. You can keep judging women by the amount of ink on their skin. Or you can judge by the content of their character, the depth of their personality, the quality of the connection. Remember what I said at the beginning? Tattoos are soul maps, visual biographies. Every line tells a story. Every design reveals a facet. But you can only read this map if you abandon your prejudices. Do you know what separates men who are successful in love from those who fail? It's not appearance. It's not money. It's the ability to see value where others only see the surface. It's the courage to go beyond the obvious. It's the maturity not to care about other people's judgments. Do you have that ability? I guarantee you one thing. If you apply what you've learned here, your love life will change. Not because you'll go running after tattooed women, but because you'll stop limiting your options out of ignorance. You'll stop judging, you'll start understanding. Think about how many incredible connections you've already lost, how many extraordinary women you've let pass by, how many opportunities you've wasted. All because of what? Because of a silly prejudice someone planted in your head. Now you know the truth. Studies show there's no correlation between tattoos and negative character. There is a correlation between prejudice and lost opportunities, between a closed mind and a limited life, between superficial judgment and unnecessary loneliness. The choice is yours. You can close this video and continue the same way. Continue judging, continue limiting, continue losing. Or you can open your mind, expand your possibilities, increase your chances. Which will it be? Let me tell you one final secret. Something few men realize. Tattooed women know they are judged. They expect it. When you show that you have no prejudice, that you can see beyond, you immediately stand out. You become different, special, rare. It's not about liking or disliking tattoos. It's about demonstrating emotional maturity, showing that you judge people by what truly matters. That's attractive to any woman, tattooed or not. Pay attention to what I'm going to say now. If you've made it this far, you're already different. Most guys wouldn't have the open mind to watch this entire content, wouldn't have the courage to question their own prejudices. You did. That already says a lot about you. Now it's time to act. Don't let this knowledge die here. Apply it, test it, experiment. Approach that woman you found interesting but hesitated because of her tattoos. Give connection a chance to happen. You'll be surprised. I guarantee it. Studies show that men who overcome aesthetic prejudices report greater relationship satisfaction. Not because tattooed women are better, but because these men have learned to value what truly matters. Individuality over conformity, authenticity over appearances, connection over convention. Do you understand the difference? It's not about tattoos. It never was. It's about your ability to see beyond the obvious, to value depth, to seek authentic connection instead of social approval. How many men do you know who chose the wrong woman because she seemed right to others? How many empty relationships are out there because the guy chose based on conventional appearance instead of real compatibility? Do you want to be one of them, or do you want to be different? The information you received here is ultra rare. It's not the kind of thing you find just anywhere. It's knowledge, filtered from years of experience, behavioral studies, direct observation. Few men have access to this. You do. Use it wisely. Remember when I talked about soul maps at the beginning? Every person carries their stories, with or without ink. The difference is that some people have the courage to make visible what others hide. That requires courage, authenticity, strength. These are the qualities you should seek in a partner. Not the absence or presence of tattoos, but the courage to be authentic, the strength to face judgment, the confidence to be herself. Now answer me. Do you prefer a woman who hides who she is for fear of judgment, or one who has the courage to be authentic even knowing she will be judged? The answer reveals more about you than about her. This is the moment. Like this video now, before you forget. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications, because the content you find here doesn't exist anywhere else. It's knowledge that transforms lives, relationships, perspectives. Don't put it off. Do it now. And always remember, you've just learned to read soul maps, to see visual biographies where others only see ink. This puts you miles ahead of most men. Use this power responsibly. The change begins now, with you.